First of all, you can use whoever you want as a broker. Okay. I don't really care who you use as a broker. What you'll discover is most active traders tend to use the same couple of brokers because it's a meritocracy and you want to put your money with brokers that are the best. And by best, we usually mean lowest commission. And let's, you know what? Let's actually let me pop up. Let's pop up Microsoft Word. I'm going to take just a couple notes as we do this. Okay. So you guys can help me out. What are some of the characteristics of a good broker? What do you think? Characteristics of a good broker. And you know what? Cam is joining us. Let's use a word that I'm sure Cam would approve of. Characteristics of a dope broker. Characteristics of a dope broker. The kind, that we as stock or even option traders could be confident in putting on, the who's who of the brokerage industry, right? Okay, low commission, I think would be, for me, the biggest one. Cheap, right? Paper trading is always nice. Good risk graphs. Yeah, so let's put a section for quality tools. Which tool you use depends on what you're doing, right? But risk graphs is one. Beta weighting, I think, is another. Easy to contact, right? Helpful. Maybe they tailor towards beginners if you're a beginner, right? Order types. Good order types. Do they let me put in, one cancels other and one triggers other? And do they support just the broad array of orders that are out there these days? Perfect. Ability to trade advanced strategies, right? I mean, you don't want to have somebody who makes you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to trade what you want to trade, right? So yeah, products available that I want to trade, right? These are some good ones. A mobile app. Okay, perfect. And alerts, I like that. Man, this is a good list. This is a good list. Okay, good scanning capabilities, right? Give me trade ideas. This is great. I thought we were just going to have one or two, but that's a great list. Okay, so those are some of the things you want to consider. Where's my, there we go. Okay, so you use who you want. Most of us use Thinkorswim or Tastyworks. Tastyworks is one of the newer ones. And I'm going to give you a link that I would invite you to use if you want to learn more about Tastyworks or if you want to set up an account there. That's the link that we have that's unique to Tackle Trading. And so I would suggest using that. That would actually help us out. But I use them. I use Thinkorswim. I've used Options Express before and Interactive Brokers. Those are the four brokers that I have used personally. Okay. These days, I mostly use Thinkorswim and Tastyworks myself. Okay. Okay, so just in case you don't get the cool speak, aka a good broker. Okay. All right. Okay, so just looking at the questions here. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through the Tastyworks platform, show you some of the things that I use on there, and just help you get familiar with it. Okay, so this Cash Flow Club is dedicated towards getting comfortable with trading software. Okay, so one of the, I'll take Satansh's question there. So You can use the link I put up there to see more information on Tasty Trade. They're the cheapest broker out there for options trading, or I should say one of the cheapest. Um, so let's do this rundown real quick with Tastyworks. Okay, so does Tastyworks have low commission? Yes. Right? If you're an option trader, what is it? $1? $1 per contract, and then no closing cost. So when you get out of a trade, you don't have to pay any commission per contract. You basically pay like 15 cents, which is an exchange fee. So I'll show it to you here in just a second. But that's one of the big ones. There is no paper trading. That's correct, Isaac. So if you're closing your trade, whether you're buying back an option for $10 or 2 pennies, it doesn't matter. Okay. Honestly, the biggest advantage, in my opinion, is just the commission. Okay. The closing cost is 0, Lihia. So let me show you. So if I go to history right here, let me show you. That's not an. Let me show one that I've entered and exited recently. I can't even remember. How about emerging markets? Have I done anything there? Yeah, here you go. Okay, so see this right here. I bought a 42 strike call for 2 cents. The commission was 0. There was about a 14-cent exchange fee. That was a closing order. Okay. This was an opening order. I sold an EEM call for $1, and then the exchange fee was 15 cents. So basically, round trip, it's like $1.30. So if you want to think of it like other brokers where they charge you to get in and they charge you to get out, if I'm paying $1.30 all in round trip, what is that, like 65 cents? 65 cents in, 65 cents out. If you want to think of it that way, if that's easier, you could think of it that way. Okay. So, and the nice thing is it's transparent, so you can see exactly what it is there, right? So that's one of the biggest benefits, again, is the cost. Okay. The stock trades, I can't remember. I'd have to go look it up. Let's go to that link. Let's use that link and let's look it up real quick. Yeah, so one of the biggest downers is that they don't have paper trading. So if you want a paper trade, you'll need another brokerage platform as well. So you just use somebody else for the practice trading. Remember, there's nothing wrong with having multiple brokerage accounts. It just gets annoying when you start trading if you have to manage different accounts at different brokers. But if you want to have a paper trading account, just open up an account with somebody else, Thinkorswim, or that's who I use. I don't know who else has paper trading, but there's other accounts. Okay. All right, so let's see. So the pricing, if you use the link I just gave you, $1 per contract, $5 for a stock opening trade. It's 0 for all closing trades. Looks like that includes stock. So if you're paying $5 to get into a stock trade and 0 to get out, it's like $2.50 in, $2.50 out. Right? Dimitri, it depends on who you ask. I mean, I think Thinkorswim has different pricing depending on if you negotiated with them. I know people who pay $1 a contract, but you have to pay to get out. So if it's $1 in, $1 out, it's like $2 round trip. So Tastyworks is almost half of that, right? Fernando, they should be. Yeah, they should have all the same. They meet all the same standards as every other broker, and so I'm sure they have. I don't know if it's FDIC or SIPC. I think is the other one. But yeah, you should have all the same measures in place, like in case they blow up or whatever, as they did when they were Thinkorswim. Okay. How do you negotiate at Thinkorswim? You call the Thinkorswim trade desk, or you go through the help menu. Actually, no. I would go to support chat. So I just jumped over to my Thinkorswim platform, Dimitri. And if you click on support chat at the top right, and then go to live support, you can create a support request. And what I would do is I would go to the trade desk. Okay. And I would just put in commission, and then just say, hey, I'm looking at changing brokers because you guys are charging me an arm and a leg. What do you say you drop me to 50 cents a contract? Okay. Roseanne, sometimes it depends on who you talk to. Okay, if you talk to some random person that's at like a retail location for Ameritrade, they don't know anything about active option trading. So I suggest you go straight to the support chat, go straight to the trade desk at Thinkorswim. Those guys are the most, in my opinion, the easiest to work with on commission stuff. Okay.